A super cold start to the day with tons of schools closed. Hey parents, how you managing having these kids at home? And how do you keep them safe in the extreme cold? The doctor is in, talking about that exact thing. Also, Dave Spencer joins us live talking credit card skimmers and how we can all be a little safer with our money in 2024. And finally, it's not too early to start thinking about the Lions this Sunday, is it? Speaking of another home game, what does that mean for the economic impact for the city? A lot. Go Lions. Go Dina. Go Marielle. Go everybody. The 9 starts now.
Live from the Fox 2 studios, this is The 9.
I'm trying to get to the chorus. The map that leads you. Okay. Hey, welcome to The 9, everybody. We're so glad you're with us. Little Maroon 5. Get things going for you. Happy Wednesday.
Oh.
It's a Wednesday.
I have found, have you guys known I make a lot of noises out loud?
We know.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I did that. It's been brought to my attention.
You know my favorite
Part of
noise you
your
make?
charm.
That's my favorite one.
Tuh.
Let me tell you something about this.
Let me tell you something.
Chilly.
It's so cold outside that when you said it's Wednesday, it just reminded me I have 2 more days to be out in the cold.
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen to you after 2 days?
I need time to
Are you
recharge.
leaving the area?
Oh, it's
Mario
so
Lou,
cold.
Derek Kevra sitting in for Ryan today. I'm Dina Santafanti.
The living legend.
Welcome. We are excited. We are getting, we have got a plan. First of all, we have a plan on this week as we ramp up to this Lions playoff game.
Yeah.
We have a big plan for Friday's show.
We do?
There's wardrobe considerations.
There is?
Yes.
Can someone tell me this time? Because on Monday, nobody told me anything.
I know, you looked kind of off.
I was a guy over there wearing a red tie.
I didn't hear this either.
On Friday, we have to wear some Lions swag.
When did y'all start talking about this?
Just like a few minutes ago.
Right now. This
okay.
was it. This is the start.
Yeah, I got it. I got some Lions swag.
You got a ton, yeah. Derek Kevra, when we did this previous Friday, was wearing like a yellow and green outfit.
Just ridiculous.
Yellow and green.
And,
I
they all walk in. I see Ryan walk in with a Lions like zip, quarter zip, and I was like, huh. And then like I see a few more, and I'm like, huh. And then before you know it, I realized what happened, and I thought, well, here I am looking like a real doofus.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, you looked real cute, but yeah. So we got all that going on. A huge plan
At least
for
this time
Sunday.
you had a reason to look like a doofus.
Yeah. Dina said it was Wednesday, but anybody with kids is going to tell you this is the 5th Saturday in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We've had
That's
5
right.
Saturdays. Saturday was Saturday. Sunday was Saturday. We had a holiday Monday. That was a Saturday. Yesterday was a cold day, snow day, as a Saturday. And now today, if you have kids and they're off school, that's number 5 in a row. That's getting tough, trying to keep these kids entertained. And here's something that I came to a realization about is there's something a little different when it comes to a snow day versus a cold day. Now this morning with wind chills at 20 below, kids are off school, my kids, because of a cold day. You don't want them waiting out by the bus stop, we get it. But how do you make the kids go outside and play when you're also telling people, well, in 20 minutes, frostbite can set in, and they don't want to be outside when it's cold. When it's snowing, they do. They want to get out and sled and have fun and make snowmen and have snowball fights.
Yeah.
But when it's this chilly, it's like, what do you do with these children?
Derek, so wind chill 20 below today?
Yes, this morning, like right now.
Yeah.
That's the worst it's going to be.
Dangerous out there.
It improves through the afternoon, but this morning we woke up to several hours of 20 below zero. And so you don't want to send the kids outside.
I mean,
so
you
how
can't.
do you
You
keep
really
them
can't, in all seriousness.
busy?
Yeah.
You're going to be doing some puzzles?
I guess.
And
It's like
some-
video games and TV. It's all the screens that
Yeah.
you're like, limit screen time, except on a day like today.
The more screen time, the better.
I
It's
used
like,
to
how's
love
that
a day where you were homesick and I would watch game shows with my mom, watch a little match game.
Nice.
Price
it
is
was
Right?
A $10,000 pyramid, maybe. Little Price is Right.
Yeah.
All those fun shows. So, -20, do you know what, and maybe for every district it's different, what's the threshold? When are kids, and some, we know that some school districts, like Berkeley, that's a walking district. There's no buses.
Oh,
Right.
huh?
No school buses in the Berkeley Community
I've
Schools
never
District.
walked to school in my life.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
terrible with directions. What do these kids do?
Well, they live close enough where they can, they just go down, make a right.
You can't trust these kids to know how to find the school.
Yeah,
They
know
walk
how
the
to
same
do it.
path every day.
Yeah.
They know how to get there.
Oh man,
I'm not talking about toddlers. We're talking about, school-age kids.
Yeah, but I still use my navigation to go places I've been 1,000 times.
Well, anyway, and we know in Detroit, lots of school districts have walkable schools, and so you wonder at what point, my question is, at what point will the kids be able to safely return to school?
Yeah, I don't know the threshold. I don't know if there is one. I mean, I remember
temperatures, though.
I'm sorry?
You know temperatures.
Yes, and we are going to be warming up as we head through the next couple of days. So even overnight tonight, I think tomorrow, I'm going to knock on wood because, I need my kids to get back to school, please, just for my own sanity. I think tomorrow's going to be just fine. But when I heard school today was canceled, my first thought was, probably like most parents, come on. And then I went outside last night, and I understood. Because it's like you really can't. How do you expect the kids to do, even at the bus stop for 5 minutes? It's rough.
It's dangerous.
There's some pretty impressive social media videos going around right now where you're pouring water in a spiral and it's freezing in midair. Are we believing this? Is this
I don't
possible?
know. Those videos are tricky to me because if you watch them really closely, there's the camera kind of drops for a second.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what happened?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
All right, guys, a reporter at a Tampa Bay Buccaneers news conference going viral for asking a question that people are calling strange. The coach barely knew how to respond, so here it is.
Looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? And they got a dome. We only have to be outside for 20 seconds getting off the bus going under the thing, so we'll be okay.
Oh no! Gosh. So, so we know that Ford Field is it's always sunny and
72.
75.
You don't need a coat in there.
But there is a little bit of when you have to travel up from Tampa Bay to Detroit, you're getting smacked in the face
immediately
with some cold weather. So he's trying to downplay it. But you know what? We're going to make you take the long way to get to the locker room, sir.
Outside. Okay, I saw a lot of the head shaking, even just here in the studio. Maybe I'm alone. I didn't feel like she was being so literal. I don't think obviously she knows that it's a, I
don't think she did.
You don't think she did? I felt like she knew. Because even now, look at us. We're inside all the time, but
complaining about the cold?
This cold, it just does something to you.
I don't want to make assumptions about what she did or did not mean, but she did say perform and acclimate to playing
in the frigid weather.
Right.
The only NFL franchise that has never attended or hosted a Super Bowl is the Cleveland Browns, probably because playing outside in Cleveland. Let me tell you something. I have been to a football game in Cleveland in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Just awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Lake Erie's right there, and why don't you put a roof on it? What are you doing, Cleveland?
Then the team is kind
of. What are you doing, Chicago?
I think teams think that it gives them an advantage. This is like Chicago, same thing with is it still called Soldier Field? I don't know. But I think they think we're tough, so it gives us an advantage that we're playing. But I don't know if that's necessarily true. Because I think your team still has to play in the cold and the snow, just like the other team does.
Right.
I told this story before. I went to when the Bills came to town to play the Browns because they couldn't play in Buffalo because of the snow. I was walking in behind all these Bills fans, and they go, "This is awesome," with a few extra words in. Because they're like, "We don't have to sit outside.
balmy
we love
21.
this kind of football."
Real nice.
Yeah, Ford Field any day.
While we are enjoying the game this weekend, go Lions, what will we be eating? That's the main question. That's the main question I'm asking. I've been thinking about it nonstop. This is some of my famous game day chili here.
Oh, my
goodness.
goodness.
Got to have the sour cream and got to have it in a bread bowl.
Excuse me, are you making this? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because that's what I'm doing.
You made this.
You made that.
I made this. This is my chili. This is a plate at my house. Yes. My game day chili.
What did you put
Where
on
do you
top?
buy your bread bowl, or did you make that too?
Kroger.
Okay.
Now, what is that sprinkled on top of the sour cream?
That's not for me, but that's if you like stuff a little spicy, those little red pepper flakes.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you got to have the mac and cheese, and I use Gasta for a fetch. Got to have some game day mac and look how cheesy that is.
Oh, that does
You
look
just
good.
need something that just sticks to the bones, right? Oh, and if I could just have, please, a Krispy Kreme donut burger with.
I like it.
Yeah, and you use the donuts as the buns. Or a baked potato.
Throughout history,
This is all your food.
Yes.
So all your
These are all
videos.
suggestions that I have.
I drew a picture in. It's not
Okay.
nearly as delicious looking, but here's an actual little. Now this goes back several years. I have a different countertop now, but here you see. So we got some homemade pizza there, barbecue chicken pizza. My family loves it.
Nice.
The dip on the round oval is a Mediterranean 7-layer dip. So you got some hummus, some tabbouleh, some olives, some feta. In the little bowl is the buffalo chicken dip. That's a staple at my house.
Nice.
That's very simple to make.
That's a
You throw
very
some
good
cream
dip.
cheese, some chicken, and some franks in a bowl in a hot pan. Delicious. And we got some shrimp, which my son, you always have to have shrimp for him. So there you go.
What does he do? What sauce does he do?
Just regular
Little
cocktail sauce.
Ugh,
Yeah.
Love good shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, that's the thing, is getting nice, good shrimp. Top foods, here we go. Meatballs, #1.
That makes sense.
Easy in a crock pot.
Yeah.
With like a cream of mushroom sauce. Is that what we're going with? I like it.
Yeah, or maybe a red, kind of sweet and
Sour,
spicy.
yeah,
I don't know.
could be that.
Guacamole, you got your chips and salsa, of course. Tater tots. Are people serving tater tots at their game day gathering?
It does. I mean, I feel like they're a little bit hearty. I think we're going for heartier foods, aren't we?
I do love, and tater tots, unlike French fries, they stay nice and crispy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love them. Chili, wings, of course, hummus, nachos, pigs in a blanket, and spinach artichoke dip. There we go.
Those are all good.
Do you have any faves?
I think the buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
Now that I see it and
Yeah.
I'm reminded of it, that usually is a very popular one that I go for. Throughout history, I feel like I've heard of things existing that I've never seen. The dodo bird, dinosaurs, and Marielle's mac and cheese. Because like
You are so petty.
she talks about it all the time. I've never seen it. I've never had a bite of it.
Even
I've never
the
talked to
video-
anybody else who's had a bite
If I
of it.
may, with all due, even the video
That was
we
so
see
cool.
is a close-up. We have no idea whose mac and cheese that is.
It's
If we're
my mac and cheese.
If we're
It's
being
not-
real journalists here, we never see you with the mac and cheese. We
That's
Yes,
right.
you do. I have many videos of me with the mac and cheese. I
If you
can
had
solve
many
that
videos, why was
immediately.
that the one that was on
That's
television?
just the first one that popped up on my phone. I can solve that in the commercial break immediately, and then will you come back and say, "Oh wow, that's Marielle putting
No.
it in the oven herself"?
AI
You
does
got
some
to-
real tricky
you
things.
Got to tell the people.
I'll tell the
Dina.
people.
Got to tell the
I'll
people.
tell the people after I eat it.
I'd love to have some.
Yeah, we
You
would
know-
love just a
okay.
bite.
Just hashtag the 9 if you feel me. I'm being honest. I am very confident and secure in my mac and cheese, but the problem is that I did wait too long to make it. And now, yes, I do have some fear that it's impossible now to live up to any expectation that you may have because it's too great.
The
so
bar
I would
has been
rather
set way too high.
I would rather it stay a myth. Plus, y'all eat macaroni and cheese from the microwave, so you wouldn't even really know how to appreciate it anyway.
I do love some Kraft mac and cheese.
And that's
So
exactly
do the
why.
kids, yeah.
That's exactly why. Al, you know what I mean. That's why I'm not, because y'all eat
You're over there
Kraft.
putting in 5 different cheeses.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Breadcrumbs.
don't understand
Yeah.
this gourmet
Bacon
life.
bits, maybe.
All right.
Okay.
We got to get to this. We are so excited about the Lions, but there is another big victory to celebrate, and she's all ours. Give a round of applause to our own Jennifer Hammond.
Hey!
Who's being recognized for the Michigan Sportscaster of the Year award. Not only does she incredibly deserving, she's also the first woman recipient of this prestigious award.
Wow.
Hammer's been covering sports here at Fox 2 since 1997, and she's on the phone with us right now. Hi, friend. Congratulations.
Yay, Jen.
Good morning, and thank you guys. Marielle, I so appreciate that giant crock of that mac and cheese you sent over last time.
Yes. Because you know exactly.
Delicious.
Jen, get out of
Jen
here.
knows.
That's so funny.
She knows a good match.
Hammer, what does this award mean to you personally?
Well, you know what's kind of interesting? So I've been humming along here for, 26 years or so, and it's been one of the most amazing weeks of my career, starting in Houston about 10 days ago when the Wolverines won the national championship.
Yep.
And then we get home and we do all of the excitement and fanfare from that celebration, the parade, the rally. Then the Lions host the most dramatic game that I've ever covered in my history as a reporter here in Detroit at Ford Field, and they win that. And then really the tiny little cherry on top is that I've been recognized, and I think I said to my son last night, I feel like it means more because it comes at the end of my career, that I'm still doing things that people care about. And I've had so many compliments on all of our Fox 2 coverage, through the Natty and through the Lions game, and that includes everyone in the sports and news staff that's worked their tails off to get this stuff on the air. But it just really means a lot that it's this stage in my career that I'm still being recognized for it, because I love my job probably more than ever. Sometimes you get to 30 years in a job and you think, yeah, it's kind of getting tired. I'm kind of getting tired. It's kind of getting old, and none of the above. I mean, this checks every box for thrilling. I get to come to work each day, and it's just incredible. It's so amazing. And I do want to point out, Dan Miller was a recipient of this award back in, I think it was 2013 or 14. But of course, he doesn't tweet about his own success.
Yeah.
So I did, because I just felt like it was an important moment, and I'm proud of myself, and I want to give Dan Miller his kudos too, because he's amazing, and because of him, I've been able to succeed and thrive in this market for all this time.
And we are certainly so proud of you too, Jen. I know we have great teams here, but especially being the first woman to receive this award. Can you talk a little bit about some of the triumphs of being a female in this business and some of the things you've overcome, and also how it's changed over the years?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I when I got the email, so they called me 2 weeks ago and told me, and I was actually sitting in my nail salon getting ready to go to Houston, and one of my dearest friends happened. She just came in at the same time, and she was sitting next to me when I got the call. And I usually don't answer calls that I don't recognize, but just something told me to pick it up, and I was just kind of sitting there. So I picked it up, and Dave Gorin from the NSMA, began telling me that I had been selected. And tears started to run down my face, and my friend looked at me and said, "Oh, no, is everything okay?" And then I just said, "Thank you so much." And she goes, "Oh, phew, it's good." And then I got off the phone, and I told her, and I told maybe one or two people, but I kept it under my hat pretty well. And he said it was embargoed until yesterday at 2 o'clock. And the day before, when I started looking at what time it was going to come out and how, what was the award was all about, I started looking back at some of the names that are on there. Brad Galley from Channel 7, Jack Ebling from Lansing, Dan Miller, Dan Dickerson, Mark Champion, Ernie Harwell, Paul Carey, Frank Beckman. And I started going back, and I was like, wow, not only was I first impressed by the names on the list that I was joining that company of so many people I respect and admire, but then I started realizing, I'm like, I'm the only woman.
Wow.
And it really, I think at that moment, Marielle, to your question, to make a very long answer a little bit tidier, it really kind of blew me away, because I don't often, it's been a long time since I've thought, oh, I'm the only female in the room.
Right.
Oh, I'm the only female that was doing this whenever. I mean, a lot of women have come before me. I stand on the shoulders of so many women that, broke the glass ceiling for me to be here, and for me to be in a locker room, and for me to do my job as well as I can. And it's an honor. And I do love impacting. I received a very nice text from Danny Rogers from the Lions, who also does some stuff with us on the air. And she said, so grateful to be learning from, I don't know if it was like, one of the best or a legend or you or whatever. But it made me think, this is so cool that I can give other women, that come after me a place to shine. And I love it. And sports sports is amazing. There's so many fantastic stories to tell, and every reporter tells a story differently. So I'm so humbled and honored. I can't even put it into words.
Hammer, I have no question. I just want to say you are the absolute best. We all love you so much, and we are so lucky that you are part of this family with us. So we love you.
Good job, Jen.
I love you guys. And seriously, Dina, you're one of my OGs. I mean, we were both newbies, new babies there when Neil Goldstein told us we had to cut our hair, and we all lost our minds.
I know, that's right. We have many good memories. We're so proud of you, and we're gonna at least be maybe talking to you this week, or we'll be seeing you on Sunday for all this Lions hubbub.
Sure.
So lots
And I'm
of
sending
excitement.
over that celebratory
Morning,
mac
noon,
and
and night.
cheese, Jen.
Hey, thank you. And let me do one more little quick promo. We are going to be wall-to-wall coverage for you guys on Sunday. We're going to be live from 10 a.m. till 11:30 down at Ford Field with the Lions Game Day Live expanded version, playoff version. And then we're going to also have a Lions divisional round special from noon until 2 p.m. on Sunday, and that's going to have a huge cast of Fox 2 contributors, including Ryan Armani, Kelly Rose going to be in the mix, all of the same Game Day Live folks. We're going to have celebrities on the field, and I know I'm killing your time right now, but it's going to be great.
We're excited about it. Good stuff.
Tune in.
All right. Thanks, Jen. We know you got a lot going on today, so thank you. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right, tell us what you're thinking. Anything you want to talk about, hashtag the 9. Congratulations to Jen. How you feeling? What are you going to eat on Lions game day? Any of those things.